Well, hello, and hello. How y'all doing on this Tuesday night?
Hello.
Y'all got some things to get into, okay? We gonna be talking, running our mouth, being a little messy, maybe a lot of messy, depending on who the person is. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit. We'll see how it goes, okay? What's up, Shay friend? How you doing on today? How's it going over there?
Girl, I'm over here scarfing down a Hershey bar.
Ain't no wrong with it. Sometimes you need a little piece of chocolate to help you on out a little bit.
I needed to wind down. My son was out of school today.
Oh, I know.
So, and I still had to work. So I had to work from home. He got all this energy. So I created a little obstacle course in the basement.
Oh, that's cool.
That ain't work. FD kids. Okay. FD kids. Because it didn't tire him. The boy got more. He's still talking now. Supposed to be sleeping.
Got all the energy.
Still talking. I'm like, go to bed.
Our kids been out since Monday. They out with Monday, today, and tomorrow. So I'm sure they're going to send an update if they're going. I'm sure they're going to go ahead and cancel them out for the rest of the week because they've already did it Sunday from Monday through Wednesday. So I know it's coming on tomorrow. They're going to be like, oh, we're just going to keep them out the rest of the week. So
we got a little ragged and a little dry 2-hour delay. I still got to get up. I take him to school. My husband picks him up. So
okay.
I'm gonna drink my little rosé in confidence that I ain't got.
Yeah, we had to work from home Monday and today.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't work it all Monday, so I ended up having to use a flow today, which I was pissed about. Then on today, I still couldn't work, but they was like, hey, the warehouse people are coming up there. You can go to the office, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I get up to the office. I'm there about an hour or so. I leave, go back home to work, and I just do a half a day. Then as I'm working, can order, and I see we get a text saying, oh, everybody to come in tomorrow. I said, we got to do what tomorrow?
But it come where? What?
Why are we doing this? So about as long as you'll come no later than 10 o'clock.
Disrespectful.
Okay. Whatever. But that's what we're looking like. Our electric company sent us a little email, a little tweet saying that they finna be doing rolling blackout starting tomorrow. Do y'all electric company do that?
No.
Yes, they're doing rolling blackout starting tomorrow.
So they cut your service off for a certain amount of time?
Yes.
Do they understand that it's cold as heck outside?
Now, this is their second time doing it. So we didn't get snow in 24, 23. We got snow in 22 of December. It snowed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. We had snow. They did the rolling blackout. That was the first time they've ever done this. I'm 37 going on 38. Had been in Memphis all my life. Never done this. Girl, they did it for the first time in 22 in December.
Oh no.
It was cold as heck. Baby, I was out of power for like 40 minutes.
Oh no.
And it was like, oh, it's gonna be like a 5 to 10 minute thing. It won't be long, baby. I was out for almost 14 minutes.
Oh my God. Yeah, see, you know what? That's what this what you do. Okay. You turn all the heaters on and okay. Then so when they turn it off, it won't even make you feel nothing. You just
Girl,
starting to wear off. That's
a mess.
not enough of us. Okay. I understand.
And I feel bad because my kids, I hope they don't do it, but whatever. They already sent it out. But my kids gonna be here. Because I
Mm.
gotta go to work tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
it'd be if you was at work. Because then you
yeah.
would experience it, you know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all, that's enough of the weather report. We're about to get into some things. Y'all already see what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about how Essence Magazine has called out Real Housewives of Potomac. We're also going to talk about the reunion of Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville and all of that foolery, as well as Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac. And whatever the side conversation that comes out, but you know, sometimes our ADD be kicking in, and we, you know, you be like, you know what, squirrel, and we go over there with the squirrel. And wherever our conversation leads us, baby, that's where we would go. All right. So if you haven't done so already, y'all already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button on both of our channels. Leave one, go to the other. Okay, that's all we need you to do. Also, go ahead and drop down in the comments. Let us know who we talking to. Share it out to the people. All right, it's easy. What did I miss any more announcements, friend? What else I leave out? What else?
You're doing a great job.
Those
Fantastic.
are church announcements.
Fantastic.
All right, you guys. So let's go see who we got in the chat. Shout out to Angie. She's our moderator for Shay and I. One of the best to do it. How you doing, Angie? She's doing the Lord's work by telling y'all to hit that like button. I had already said it, but if you forgot, there you go right there in the chat for you to remember. Okay?
And y'all need to go and follow Angie on Instagram. She is
Angie has been cutting up.
she be I don't know where she thinks of these songs with videos, but they be right on point. I be like, Angie is not playing around. She got something to say, and you gonna
Baby, she could really stay on Martell and Carlos' neck, okay? She ain't finna let up. And I ain't
hear.
mad at it. Go ahead and do your thing,
Mm-mm.
girl. What's up, Kalani? She said, you all are becoming my favorite duo. Good evening, everyone. Woo! We love to hear it. Thank you. So sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like Angela, y'all know this is all for entertainment. We just over here kiki and all of that. All right. What's up, Andrea? Not the F kids. Oh, not F the kids.
F-
I'm sure. Wait, what? I was lost. What's up, FMC? How are you? Courtney, how are you? Indigo girl, what's up? Miss Ann, how are you? Make sure I'm getting everybody. Simply, what's up, Simply? Yeah, friend.
What up?
Simply came on live last night.
For real?
Baby, Simply was going off on the people. Baby, sit back and just let her have it. Simply do your thing, girl. Do what you needs to do. Just girl, have your way. The floor is yours, okay? Come on. Go ahead. But
Not
she was speaking all facts. What'd you say?
I said not she shot up everything. Angie.
No, she was
Oh my
speaking
God.
head on. I ain't got nothing to say. Girl, you need some water? I'm passing you some water. That's all I can do. You know? I don't know what else to say, but all right,
Mm.
girl. Somebody's mama, what's up? My girl Britt, what's up? Al said I'm okay, so I'm doing as I was told and come over and gives a thumb and comment on both channels. That's what you do. Thank you. Britt said Angie is hilarious on the IG. On
She is.
IG, the songs have me laughing my blank be so on point. Come on, girl, you better read. What's up, Ladon? Gabby. Angie says she shot up everything. I'm just hearing the bushes. No, Gabby, don't be doing that. Come on, I'll talk to us, girl. Don't be acting like that.
Mm-mm.
Bree said I gotta go back and watch it. I came in late. I got my hot cocoa. It's cold here. What's
Yeah.
up, Lexi? Okay, so think I spoke to everybody. All right. Checking in from both pages. Thank you much. We appreciate it. All right. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. And we can go ahead and start off with Married to Medicine. Then we're going to go into Real Housewives of Potomac. So Married to Medicine was just okay.
Mm. Mm.
Just okay. I don't know if I'm feeling this whole Reiki, voodoo, hoodoo, witchcraft type stuff. I don't know what to do with this. No judgment. I'm just saying I don't know what we're supposed to do with. I can't even take Faye serious with her saying that she's a Reiki master and she's doing all the stuff over there. I don't know really what to do with that.
Phaedra wanted to Reiki the shaman. That's what she wanted to do. It
And
was
that's
given.
what I think it is.
It was given. She wanted the schlong of the shaman. That's what she wanted. Like I was like, girl, are y'all getting blessings by the vajayjay? Because he was giving you to look like he does.
Look. And baby, Miss Heavenly wanted it, Miss Simone wanted it. I was like, okay, attractive. What's up, blissfully Sean? That witchcraft statement was ignorant to you, not to me. And I literally said no judgment. Okay? I said the hoodoo voodoo. Even Phaedra said that it's a little hokey pokey. Did she not say that? Those were her
She,
words.
she did, but I just couldn't get my eyes off of the sexual chemistry she had with the shaman. It looked like
Oh,
she really was about to take him. She about to take him down, girl. But
they
you gonna say a little prayer for that dick, okay? That's what she was gonna do. I was like,
do he look like that? Do he look attractive? I get it. I see
I
it.
don't know, but he definitely. I think she wrote him a couple times. I really do, because she says she don't wants to be in no. She don't never want to be married again. She just wants, little situations here and there. He might have been a little situation. I don't know. That's what I feel. Mm.
Well, we found him attractive, especially Simone and Dr. Heatherly. They definitely found him attractive, and I'm like, oh, I don't see it. But
Mm.
I just feel like he was in a good fit, but it probably could have been the calmness of him. It could have been a lot of things that probably made him attractive. So I ain't mad at it.
Mm.
Then we also have um Simone putting her boys in the apartment. We see that the biggest takeaway for me on this show really was Toya and Eugene.
Yes.
They were the biggest takeaway for me. And it's almost coming off as if nothing is good enough for Toya.
Let me say this.
Mhm.
I'm sick of Toya. Toya, why don't you plan a date for Eugene? He's the one that's working 12 hours a day. He comes home, got to cook, he's cleaning up, he's doing this, that, and the third, and you playing tennis all day. Your boys are old enough technically for them to watch their damn self. So why are you not? And I get it. Everybody's going to say Toya works. She's selling her wine. She's working by being on this show. She makes $800,000 a season. I get it. Toya probably is bringing in, realistically more money than Eugene at this point. I understand it. But baby girl, okay, you need to respect the fact that this man is holding down a more solid financial foundation for you in the event that this show ends. because this show is not guaranteed for you, for number one, for it to continue, and number two, for you to continue to be on it. So she really irks me with, she was like, oh, this is more like something you would like to do. Okay, well, enjoy what the fuck I like to do with me, bitch. You said I'm planning a date for something for us to do. You over here bumping your gums and filling your gums with this steak. Okay, you drinking the wine, you have a good old time, and her level gets on. I can't stand it. She's just so annoying. Such a mean. She's always girl. Boo.
So they're saying that I'm going in and out. Do I sound like I'm going in and out to you? Indigo's girl said it, as well as Angie. So y'all let me know how it sound on your end.
It sounds straight now. I thought I was the one that was talking the damn most.
Y'all definitely drop in the comments and let me know. And if I need to adjust some things, I will. So y'all go ahead and let me know. Outside of the show, what does Toya do? Angie also said both of us are going in and out.
I think it happens when both of us are talking at the same time.
Okay. We're gonna push through, y'all. So and Shay does. Shay be bringing it. Shay has some of the best reads and do. She comes off as a nasty, mean wife. So I definitely believe that. I do feel like Toya walks around, look at Eugene as I'm the trophy. Oh, you were the overweight doctor with the glasses, with the goofy Steve Urkel laugh, and you think you bagged me, but I really bagged you. I honestly feel like Toya thinks that. And she feels like she's better than Eugene, even though he has a degree, and she has one too. But even though he's the doctor, this prestige profession, she still definitely walks around like, oh, but I made you better than what you are. You know, that's what I get from Toya. But for Toya to sit up here and say that, he needs to do better, this isn't a date, I work just as much as you work. Walking up and down the street ain't really working.
No.
Walking to the tennis court isn't working. Like you said, your boys are of almost preteen, if not teenage years. They at school 7 to 8 hours out the day, not including if they have after school activities. You got a good 7, 8 hour span to yourself.
Period.
To do whatever, however, whenever you want to do it, while your husband is at work doing 12-hour shifts, saving lives.
Exactly.
And he come home and cook. Now, I will say this. I do feel like cooking is like a form of way he could decompress. So I think he really look at cooking that way. However, you making it seem like you being this Susie homemaker, you making it seem like you got 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds walking around, and you can't catch your breath. I don't really see that. And then demanding so much from him to say, now let me say this. I ain't mad at you still continue to date in your relationship and in your marriage. I'm here for it, and I think they should. But to the extent of how you was doing it, Toya, I feel like it was really distasteful.
Very much so. And I'm like, girl, can you, yes, he coming home and cooking, but bitch, can you make the sides? Like, damn, what are you doing all day? Put something up in the crock pot. Something.
At the very least.
What is wrong with her? She really is very annoying to me. I'm tired of her. She's a mini bully. Toya is Bougetto. She one of them people never seen she thinks that she's living the high life and she's looking at other people like they're peons or whatever. She thinks she's better than. But bitch, one that was millions of dollars in debt and taxes. Don't play with us. Don't play, because you are awful with money. It really, if you were so amazing, you could be retiring your husband right about now, because he was just complaining last season that he's tired of working. He want to try to find another way, something else to do. If you was that chick, you would find something else or another means for your husband to make money and bring in revenue and something that he can do that would make him happy. But yet you want to sit up here and complain and think that he supposed to buy out Chicago airport for you and fly you out. Girl, bye. Stop. Not
And
gonna.
And I almost wonder what is she doing, and not count her pockets, but dang girl, what are you doing with this Bravo check? Because Bravo is paying you very well, baby. You've been on this show since episode 1, season 1. What you was making 10 years ago, whatever number they on season on, and versus what you making now, girl, we know y'all done got some raises up and through and yonder.
Right.
Come on
Right.
now, what are y'all doing with this money?
Child, I think Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Simone are the only ones that's really doing right with their money, because Simone, one thing I can say about them camel teeth is she is doing what she is doing the Lord's work with her money, okay? She is living in 2 little houses, okay?
Yep.
All right. She got a house on the east side and the west side and moving on up. Okay. She can do whatever she wants. All right. But she is just the type of person. She ain't about to be flashy. She's not about to. She's going to retire. She's going to pay for condos for her sons forever and act like she not.
Don't
Tell,
want to.
oh, you
Mm-hmm.
live free for 1 year, and you can live rent free for 2 years. Bitch, no. Talking about
Yeah.
some. Is it appropriate for us to come over there? And Cecil, oh, I'm going to come over here and hang out. Cecil, you're not young. You're not. You're
And when
not.
he said that, I said, not trying to live through his boys. Because he didn't get a chance to have this because he stayed in his mama basement till he was 35. Now he's trying to live through his boys. And I almost kind of feel like that's a little creepy because if your boys have female friends over there, they're their age, why would you want to hang out over there, in my opinion? I don't know, but her saying that she gonna kick the boys out, I do not see her doing that. I do feel like Simone is taking a page out of Dr. Heavenly's book, which is their marriage would no longer be the topic of conversation, and her boys would now have to carry their storyline from this point on. So I don't see her getting rid of putting the boys out in a year or two because that's gonna be her storyline.
I think that Cecil wants the boys to be like him. He was leaning on his parents until Simone said, listen here, I'm not about to be fucking you in your parents' basement, okay? I won't sleep
Mm-hmm.
in bed that's in my own place, okay? I want to scream when I'm having an orgasm. I don't want to put the pillow over my head because your mama might come down here and see me in my drawers and socks. No.
Right.
Okay? Get out. Grow up. Okay? Stop. And that's what he's trying to push on the boys. We don't need to push them out. We don't need to. No, they need to grow the hell up. Okay, they both getting 2 degrees. They both been going to school forever and ever. Get out,
Mm-hmm.
grow up.
Yep.
Okay, and I get it. I get it. White people set their kids up financially.
Mm-hmm.
Simone have a great financial backing, and people need to read between the lines. Simone wants to retire. She
Yep.
don't work forever like Dr. Jackie. Dr. Jackie done dried up, ain't giving Curtis no ass. She want to go work. Is her her pheromones. Okay, that's what gives her the orgasm. Going to work, digging up at other women's cootie cats. I mean, Dr. Jackie might like something we don't know that she likes. But she ain't giving Curtis, and Curtis stays in. Apparently, he always in Puerto Rico. Talking about he got properties in no, what's the Brazil or something?
I
I'm
think
like,
I thought it was Dominican Republic.
whatever.
I
Dominican
think
Republic,
it was that.
even worse. Okay, that's a place where he fucking on something that ain't Jackie. Okay,
Oh,
gonna
man.
be he gonna be more discreet this time.
That's probably what it is. Maybe squad is scared. And as loud as we gonna be, child, I feel like she done slick gave him a little pass. Don't do it in the good USA, child. You going over there and have your indiscretions over there. Don't bring
Yeah,
it over here.
I'm sure she had a conversation with him saying, "You better not get caught this time." Okay,
Yeah.
you're not
Mm-hmm.
gonna embarrass me. I was on a call with Kamala. Okay,
Yep.
don't you embarrass me no more. All right. Now you're here.
I agree. I think that something is definitely off between them this season, but I feel like her as much as they wanted to get on Dr. Heavily about not being open, Simone and Heavily are definitely taking a page out of her book and not using their marriage as a storyline anymore. And as you can see with Jackie, everything is literally about her job. We don't see her in her home anymore. We always see her at the office or with the other girls. So there's that. The only other thing that I thought was pretty cool about this episode was I love to see Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon talk about Alora.
Yeah.
Dr. Damon is such a big old teddy bear to me.
Mm-hmm.
He's crying like uncontrollably about his baby girl going off to college. Like he cannot hold his composure. He can't keep it together. Just the thought of them talking about it is wearing him out. And on a side note with that, because we see this so much when it comes down to Dr. Damon, I don't really know if the whole he's cheating is going to fly because they love Dr. Daddy. I don't, and even if it is true, I don't know if it's going to go off the way Sweet Tea and everybody else wanting it to go off.
Listen, Heavenly has already made it very clear her marriage is not for sale. Okay,
And she's always said that.
come on here and put her marriage on a skewer for people to take bite-sized pieces of sausage off of. She's just not.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw in that scene with Heavenly, Heavenly doesn't want to accept that she says she needs therapy, but she needs to accept that she don't know how to talk to people because
Correct.
kept on making excuses for, he was like, I want you to mend things with your sister because, if I had better relationships with my brothers, or, I wish I had a better relationship with my dad before it was too late. I want you to mend those things because you just never know. It could be good for you in the long run. And she's like, well, I have you. You and I, and I'm like, okay, girl, you just avoiding the fact that you don't want to mend things. Your mama done said she wants that y'all to get along. Do the work. Just do the work and stop being so stubborn. Because at the end of the day, I noticed she has some childhood trauma from her sister where her mother kind of pit them against each other. But go
Mm-hmm.
to the therapist together, iron those things out, and move forward in positivity because it's not going to do nothing but help you, not hinder you.
Yeah, I agree. I think that okay, let me shake the table a little bit. I think sometimes it's easier to keep the problem going. And I almost feel like that's what Dr. Heavily kind of wants to do. Keep the problem going. Because if it really was about unity, hey girl, we ain't getting no younger. Hey girl, this was Mama Death Wish. Hey girl, 15 years done passed, blase. I think that you will swallow your own pride and just go and do what you got to do. But I think it's almost like it's almost like a catch-22. Like she kind of don't want to do it, but do it at the same time. And it's almost like something is holding her back from taking that step into mending the relationship.
I think it's her because she said when she was talking to Carlos King, she told him that they actually did film a scene with her and her sister. And because her sister didn't sign the release form, that's why they can't show it on the show. And she's hoping that her sister don't sign it because she said it didn't go well. And
Oh,
from that incident, she realized that she was like, I need to learn how to talk to people. She was
yeah.
like, I need to do better. Like I need to go and sit down and talk with somebody. But I'm proud of her for realizing that it's, she got some problems and issues.
Mm-hmm.
Also in that interview, we're gonna talk about Mr. Carlos King later on, but this fool said, well, everybody, because Heavenly said, I had people in my comments asking me about the man going to jail and stuff. So what had happened with him going to jail? And he gonna say, oh, I can't talk about that because we're actively filming right now, and I'm the executive producer extraordinaire, and I can't talk about the things that are going on because I'm not going to tell my season beforehand. Bitch, please. The revenge P happened before the start of this season, so you can talk about it. You don't want to talk about it. And you keep giving Martell grace because, okay, are you filming him getting out of jail? Are you doing that? And why are you? That means that if you don't want to talk about him and you're actively filming, that means that you still are allowing him to be on the show. And then he made a comment in the interview, and we're going to get to that when we get to it. I just want to say it before I forget. He made a comment saying that, damn it, I forgot, I'm old. He made a comment saying that, I'm going to remember, I'm going to tell you.
Okay. But you know what? I'm surprised Dr. Heavily did not go off on him and be like, oh, so you want me to spill all our tea and tell all the mess, but now you want to be over here all tight-lipped and everything else. Oh, I want to call them out, and I'm almost shocked that Dr. Heavily did not call him out on that bullcrap, because we over here talking about our show, but yet it's still, now it's, oh, you on mute now.
She did. Let me tell you, because I just remember. So he said that people in Bravo basically insinuating that Andy Cohen fires people according to what Twitter says. He was like, I'm not going to fire anybody because Twitter said so. You know, people go off of Twitter like Twitter is law. And I went under because this was when he was doing the interview with, not with her, but with DJ Richie Sky. And I commented, I said, well, okay, if Facebook, Instagram, hell, Pinterest is saying you need to fire Dan Martell, that's the viewers. The viewers are the ones that keep your show on. So if you are going to listen to the viewers, which is ultimately what pays you, you consider your shows canceled, because we're not going to continue to allow you to continue to give us mediocre TV and you over here talking about any and every other thing and making up excuses why you can't talk about your own show, saying you're actively filming. You're not actively filming everything. And some of this stuff has already happened. And then, you know, I'm like, the viewers don't want the Scotts on the show. So I said all of this in a more, you know, paragraph. I copied and pasted it in my notes section to see if he deleted it. He deleted it. I put it back. He deleted it again. I was like, wow, so you want to delete my comments talking about Martell?
But you know what's crazy? Because he's definitely contradicting himself, because he was the one who came out and was like, oh, we gonna address this, because, you know, him and Melody doing the podcast, whatever thing. And, you know, he took it to his Instagram saying, oh, we're gonna address this, and don't be mad because your real life, y'all know what Carlos said. So, and for you to say that a week or whatever so ago, and now here you are today or yesterday talking to Dr. Heavily saying that, oh, we don't do this. Oh, we're actively filming. Oh, he's still going to be on the show. Oh, we're not. Then which one is it? You going to address the bull crap or you not? Like you just said a week or so ago that you was going to address it. Now here you are doubling down on what you're saying. And to me, it doesn't make sense. And I feel like you need to stop taking shots at Bravo and at Andy, and definitely worried about yourself, because your shows aren't doing well.
No.
They're not doing good at all. So to take shots at him, maybe you should take a piece of the page out of the book to see, maybe I should let some people go. Let me reduce them down. Even if I'm not going to fire them all together, let me reduce them down to, if we got greenlit for 15 episodes, baby, you only going to do 5. You're going to sit out these 10. You know, let me reduce them down. Or I'm going to reduce you down to a friend of the show. However, either way, sir, you don't have no room to talk.
No.
And stop trying to put yourself above as if your shows are doing record-breaking numbers.
No.
Because they're not.
Mm-mm. Absolutely not. And my thing is, you are probably getting paid to run this show what Candy Burris is getting paid to do one season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. So stop. And you try try to shade. Kalani Harrelson says, "Did y'all see the interview CK did with DJ Richie Scott earlier today? He mentioned how people be in his comments saying he need to get rid of certain people, and he addressed it. That was why I brought up the
Mm-hmm.
Twitter thing or whatever, because he addressed it, but he was deleting my damn comments. But also, he was shading Candy Burris because DJ Richie Scott brought up who he thought was his ideal cast for Real Housewives of Atlanta. And he said it should be Kenya, Portia, and Simon, Phaedra, Kim Zolciak, and no, he didn't say Phaedra because I guess he said ideally he would like to see Phaedra on there, but Kim Zolciak and the chick from list selling in Atlanta or something like that, the one with the curly hair, she was very problematic. He was like she should come on there, and Carlos King was like, "Oh, it's amazing, I love it," blah blah blah. But he was shading Candy, talking about some, because Candy has said she wants to know, when are we going to start filming? Because I want to get my schedule. I need to know what's going on. People not just sitting around twiddling their thumbs. And Carlos King was like, well, she should. They should make her sit around and twiddle her thumbs because she hasn't given. He was not saying it directly, but he was roundabout. He gonna say, yeah, certain people, they should be forced to sit around and twiddle their thumbs because they haven't been given anything for the last couple of seasons. And so the network is paying you all this money, since paying you $800,000 plus $1 million plus to film for just 4 months of work, and you're not doing anything.
And
But
see, there he go again, shooting himself in the foot
yeah,
and talking out the side of his neck because you have people on your cast, Love and Marriage Huntsville, that are doing the exact same thing. So, like Miss Ann said, the nerve of you. How dare you come on here and talk so big and bad, you loud and wrong, and you're saying this. To me, this is crazy. And here's the thing when it comes to Carlos. Do I feel like Carlos is good at what he do? Debatable, depending on the person, depending on who you ask. Whatever. Do I feel like he do have an eye for certain things, a knack for certain things? Maybe. How to the ever? When your own show is struggling, you do not have the right to come on here and talk. You just don't have that right. And some things you just need to back up off of and leave it alone. If you want to review the show, what Bravo doing, review the show. But to try to call out people and say what they ain't doing, how much money Bravo paying them, and this, that, and the third, are you mad because you can't give your folks $800,000? Tell me what it is.
pull up Latoya Stevenson. She said that's not what he said, friend. Okay, listen, I stand corrected. What did I say that was incorrect? And let me know what he did say. Make sure comment down below, because I don't want to be incorrect now. But he was shading Candy to me, where he was saying, basically he didn't say, and I will, let me correct myself in saying, because he didn't say her name. He was alluding to her, in my opinion, saying
Mm-hmm.
people should, basically, you got to eat that. If you haven't been given for the last couple of seasons, then okay, you don't need to be rushing any processes. And my thing is, in my opinion, that's very unprofessional, because what you're not about to do is tell me that I got to sit around and wait. Candy, people were saying that Candy, she wasn't around as much, but last season people have to understand she was filming, still kicking it,
Another show. Mm-hmm.
SWV at the same time that she was filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then you
Mm-hmm.
Marlo coming at her. She just got through all this drama with her group. Then you got Marlo coming at her with some bullshit, making up fake drama. That is very exhausting. People
Mm-hmm.
make Candy work for her check. Well, how about all the seasons that Candy has gone through several bouts of heartbreak? How Candy is the one that's the richest, and she exhibits a real housewife, which is what y'all are. She is the only one that exhibits what Beverly Hills is giving. But y'all want to come for her all the time when the rest of these bras that's around her ain't got shit going on. But
Nothing.
what do y'all want her to do? Go through a divorce for her to feel like she belongs on the cast? I just don't get it. But Carlos, this lady is very booked and busy. Okay, if y'all not going to film RHOA, I'm with Candy. I'm about to go book me The Shy. I'm about to go do another movie. I'm about to go do all this other stuff. And when y'all want to just jump back in and say, "Oh, here's a contract, let's do it," don't be mad when I ain't got time, because
Right.
you dragged your feet. I have a family to feed.
Mm-hmm.
Make themselves. I got stuff. I got to keep the checks rolling through. My daughter is in law school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got time to be playing with you. And I got two kids that's about yay high.
Yep.
So, I don't. Uh, Carlos King is full of SHI.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you said, and everybody that's in the chat. I definitely agree with y'all. Y'all are definitely spot on. A lot of people feel like Carlos shouldn't be reviewing the other show. I'm not gonna say that because by any means, get your money back.
Right.
Everybody have an opinion, whatever, right? But I do feel like you should definitely draw a line as to where, because you are also an executive producer and have your own shows and all of that, I do feel like that's where the line needs to be drawn in the sand, and don't cross over that line because your stuff ain't working out. You can say that, oh, this episode was lackluster, oh, the blah, blah, blah. Okay, because we all saying it, we all looking at it, but at the same time, don't be telling nobody who they should and shouldn't fire, or trying to tell the secrets of what Bravo do, and you won't want nobody to do the same thing to you. That's just my opinion. Gabby says, why not review his own shows? Well, he do not review his own shows, but he do review the reunion, which what he's been doing. I think that if he reviewed his own shows, of course he would definitely be biased. He would not be honest, and I don't think that he'll be able to um deal with the backlash from the fans. So
Right.
I think it's easier for him not to say anything, because I can go over to somebody else's house and talk crap.
Right.
It's nothing. But I don't think he'll be able to take on his own crap with somebody talking about his own shows. That's just my opinion. But y'all tell me what y'all think. What you think, Fran?
I think that Carlos King needs to quit while he's never been ahead. You giving yourself this reality king of reality TV stuff, which is very much so a self proclamation. Nobody has given you that assertion. Nobody has given you this crown. Okay, it is very much so invisible. All right. Anytime you promote chauvinism at a high degree, the way that you are, the way that you are not putting the work into your own shows, but putting endless hours, countless efforts into somebody else's platform, it's given very much stuck in the sunken place. You're stuck
Mm-hmm.
Bravo sunken place. You are living La Vida Loca through Andy Cohen. And Andy Cohen is not checking for you. Okay.
They
One
paid
thing,
him no piece of attention.
Mr. Cohen, I don't believe Andy watch all the damn shows. I will say Carlos King does actually watch every show. I do believe he does that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. But Andy Cohen will cut a bitch. Okay. He will fire a hoe in a minute. Oh, that bitch ain't getting another contract. Oh, yeah. I can see him in the office right now. Like, I ain't feeling her. Move on. It's done. Carlos act like he's scared to fire a motherfucker. The Scotch should have been done. It should not be a core 6. It should be a core none.
Yep.
Okay. It should be Mel and get some other friends. You did good with the Fletchers. Now you have got to get rid of these Scots, because if you want to complain about paying Candy for not producing, then you better cut the check. And I mean slice it and dice it and tear it up where it come to Scott 2.0. And 1.0 been lying their ass off since they got on the damn show. So I don't want to hear, in a nutshell, I don't want to hear shit from Carlos King.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that he do himself. This justice by not, being truthful on his own bullcrap in his own shows. I think he really messes himself up, and I think that what makes a lot of people not even really like him. That's
Hmm.
just me. But to wrap up, and we'll get back on Carlos a little bit more because he definitely showed his tail on the reunion, honey. Part two, so y'all know we'll be getting back on his tail. But to wrap up for Married to Medicine, we see the Dr. G and Sweet Tea situation, and she's going to have a surgery to remove some of her. Did she have fibroids or something going on? Her and Dr. G talked about him going to get him his sperm count. She also talks about this with the ladies, and they're pretty much talking about how it's still going to be a high risk situation that does not automatically put her in the clear to be able to have a child or get pregnant so soon. And it almost seemed like Dr. Simone think the better option may be adoption or having a surrogate.
Ooh.
Now, I will say this. I do like the storyline. And here's why. Because I do feel like awareness needs to come about. I do feel like we do need to have these conversations about certain things in the Black community. I will also say this, though. I have to agree by you've been going through this situation your entire life, or at least however many years. I don't know if it was fair to bring it as if this just started yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair. And even Dr. G said that he's disappointed that they're not able to have a baby right now. He's disappointed, that they have another stumbling block. So, do y'all feel like she led him on, or it's just one of those situations? It is what it is. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know. Shay, what's your thoughts?
I feel like Dr. G is being selfish too. You about to be 60 years old and you want to have a baby. I'm sorry. I think that is selfish. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Your time is up. Your time is up. This is just divine intervention at this point, okay? Unfortunately, it's sad that this is happening with Sweet Tea. My heart does go out to her because a lot of women really, this is one thing that we hold so true, to be able to bring life into the world. And some of us take it
Mhm.
for granted, like Quad. I'm going to wait until XYZ when I have a baby, but you don't know if you can have a baby. Most
Yep.
of like, oh, I can do it. I can do it whenever I want. But in reality, we don't know that.
Right.
And
That's
I,
true.
Sweet Tea, baby, you knew.
You
You
knew.
told him a dream because you're younger. Okay. You are a young bird and you made him think, oh, okay, it's guaranteed because I got me a little spring chicken. So I know them eggs is nice and pasture fed. Okay. But
Hmm.
they're not. You knew you were having these problems.
You knew.
So you hook, lined, and sinked this old granddaddy. First of all, you should be having your first grandchild, Greg, not your first kid. Let it burn like Usher. It's over.
Now he's shooting out dust. He said he over the 2 million. He said he got it going on. His boys are performing the way they supposed to. Let him tell it. He said his boys are dipping it and doing it, okay? But I'll say this, and I'm a push back just a little bit with you, friend, where you was like, he's old, he needs to give it up. I do feel like he was married to Quad for almost 10 years for something that they discussed, and then she changed her mind. Now she's entitled to change her mind. If she didn't want to do it right then and there, blah blah blah. That is definitely her right. But I'm gonna have to give a little pushback to that because he was in a marriage to
Yeah.
where he thought that babies were gonna come out of the situation, and then his wife changed her mind. So I'm not mad at him still desiring and wanting this because it is a desire of his. But I don't know. Al said, I'm gonna be an A. I wholeheartedly believe Sweet Tea knew she had a reproductive issues before getting with Dr. G. I agree. I agree. Somebody said she probably didn't know to the severity of it, but I agree with that as well. She probably didn't know how bad it was, but she knew it was something. girl, you just did not start going to OB and getting a pap smear when you turn 29.
No.
I don't believe that. You've been getting it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So I do wish that they'll pull through. I hope and I wish them luck actually that because it seems like she want to have a baby. But I kind of wish she didn't leave with the baby emoji and saying that I can give you what you need, and here you are not being able to give them what they need. But
So, selling coochie baby dreams. That's what she doing.
oh Lord, I
So
currently have PCOS, and if I get pregnant, I'll be high risk for a miscarriage, and mentally, I won't be able to handle that. I do thank God for the two I already have. Okay, shout out to Gabby.
that's a blessing.
It is a blessing. Shout out to Gabby. And that's why I said I can be fair. I do feel like the conversation do need to be had. I do feel like it is a very important thing, but I don't like the fact that you're making it seem like, oh, you just found this out yesterday.
No, she
You already knew you had some things going on. Okay, but that was doggone married to medicine. We're gonna push on and we're gonna talk about Real Housewives of Potomac. Real Housewives of Potomac was just flatline. It was okay. I only feel like the best part of the show really was when it came down to one Robin, Mia, and Daddy G when they all did the cooking lessons. And that was kind of fairly the beginning of the episode. And Mia, we had got the party started, and she was like, so you tell me what happened. And as one proceeds to talk, baby, he is fumbling, tripping, all over his words for him to be able to tell the story. Looking at Robin's body language, her face, it's like it's pissing her off all over again. And it's pissing her off. She's mad about it. Mia's like, oh, dang, she's like, you called it in, right? You just called to the hotel and told the folks my MX number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, I went up there. No, understand the guy. What would I call? To go and make sure the lady ain't break a nail. I need to make sure that the lady, made it to her room safely. And I had to tuck her in the bed with me beside her, but I had to tuck her in the bed, cut off her light, read her bedtime story just to make sure that everything was on the up and up because I'm just that good of a guy. His words, not mine. Not really. I added in some stuff.
let me tell you something. Robin don't care, like she says in her intro, and goddamn it, I don't either. Okay, you gonna let this man embarrass you all up and down NBC, Universal, Bravo TV? Okay, girl, bye. Keep on sucking dick and swallowing it. Bye. I'm sick of you. Robin is the most irrelevant bitch on this show.
Very
And
much so.
it's very annoying. She's very much so giving absolutely nothing. She thinks that, the nerve of you, when you finally have a story, you gonna sell it on your little Patreon account. Like these other content creators for $5.99. Bitch, bye. Knock it off. Knock it off. Because you're very much so trifling and trash. I'm not about to spare another subscription for you and your bullshit. Earn your check. And if you keep on fucking with Candace, everybody want to say this and then the third. And I never really liked Candace, but Candace, keep on throwing the venom at her. Because number one, the thing that pisses me off with Candace, and we're going to get into it with Robin, bitch, that never was your friend. I don't
Never.
understand why you are so mourning this relationship. Well, you need to be over here crying in a corner about Monique then too. Because y'all were actually more friends than
Then
you
you
got
right.
Robin.
Yep.
You
Unless they have a relationship off camera that we do not know about, which I doubt. But I don't understand where these tears are coming from either. And especially when it comes down to Robin, because Robin been crying because she did that. But I was like, baby, these tears are really about one. And I think she has to say that she don't care, but the reality of it is that she do. She do care. That's her defense mechanism to be able to say that so she can move on because she don't want the ladies to say nothing about her. But you saw it in her body language. She's frowning up, she tensed up, she cutting her eyes at him. Like him telling that story was like, God dog, and I got to relive this all over again. And even, yep, but even at that point, I don't understand because Mia had a good point. And I don't even see it for Mia, but Mia was like, okay, they practice this. They're saying the exact story, word for word, line from line. And I actually agree with Mia. They rehearse. Okay, so you know they're gonna ask the question. Okay, if they say this is your answer.
But Mia, you full of shit too because
It
you
is.
all up Robin and Giselle's ass. You should have said that to her then. Be like, girl, how many times you rehearsed this with your man? Because I know you knew he was gonna come for you this season. So how many times you ain't saying that on camera? Mia full of shit. All the bottom line is all these bitches is full of shit, and that's why that Essence magazine article called their ass out, which we gonna get into. Y'all are fake, you're phony, you're frauds, you don't have no storyline, you're not interesting, you're tired, you're full of shit. We're tired of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Robin, you're done. But Juan, let me tell you about Juan. He gonna participate and play in the little game because he know he ain't working right now. So he want to do whatever he can to keep her on this show for just one more season until he get a job. Because he was walking around that damn school talking about, oh, I could work here.
Yeah.
Trying to get him a damn job because he don't want to have to depend on Robin. But you know what? I'm a play nice on the seesaw so I can keep her ass on this damn show because I'd be damned if we have to move out of yet another $1 million house.
Another house.
I'm going to stay married to this bitch. She's going to pay me restitution for losing all my damn money. And I ain't gonna fuck this up for her. I'm gonna make it real interesting so you can bring her ass back. That's
Yep.
all.
And
And
Brooke
it is
didn't even know that because that's why she was pretty much saying but not saying, alluding but not alluding to the fact that this is why she had to get this franchise because he ain't got no job, so she had to go and get more income coming into the household. Now, quiet as it kept, do I feel like he was making big bank over there at that college? I do not. But some income is always better than no income. And whatever he was bringing in and have that to be removed, I'm sure, I don't know if they feeling it because I'm sure Rob is making good money at Bravo.
Robin, have you restocked them hats? While you want to go and get another damn business, how about you work the one that you got? Every time you go on Robin website, it ain't shit there. It's empty. It's a ghost town. Everything I can't add nothing. I can't add nothing but add to my cart. Sold out, sold out. That's cute, no. When you think you said, but when you sold out month after month, that just lets me know you're poor at inventory handling. You're
Mm-hmm.
or things because number one, you probably are getting the money in and you're not putting it back into your business because you need to put it into your bills.
Yep.
You're with money. That's making me think. So,
And
girl,
she's another Toya because again, you're making probably great money on this freaking show. You making good money. So what are you again? Let's pocket watch. What are you doing with your money? You got this whole podcast with Nick. Y'all have a whole Patreon going on. You got 15 businesses. At this point, Robin, why won't you just say, baby, don't worry about working? You carried us from here to there, playing basketball. We lived off of it, da 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 da. Because I'm in this position, don't even worry about it. Once you go around yonder to a community college, once you start your own basketball team in a community or something, leave it alone. Or is it this thing of, oh, because he's the man, he just got to work? I don't
right?
know what it is with them because at this point, girl, just let it go.
Yeah,
You didn't find him as no bum. Like you got on because he was already on. He went to the NBA.
child. Robin is full of crap. I'm sick.
But that was that. It didn't really give much. Giselle and NECA go out and talk. They kind of bring up Wendy a little bit. NECA feels like if Wendy wasn't in the picture, that they would have a better relationship. I don't know if that's true or not, but those are her words. Then at the end, it's time for Karen's paid event, and this is about women who went through some type of sexual abuse. And Mia is having a hard time. She gets up and walk away. Now, I kind of hate to be this girl a little bit, but let me say this. Every time Robin dropped a tear, Mia was right there running behind her to console her. The moment Mia is having a situation, Giselle and Robin not paying her any attention. But she have ran after you, scene after scene after scene, and here you are.
Oh, child. Listen, I'm over all these bitches. Fake. Mia is fake. Mia running to the bathroom at the end. You know what? And I don't want to take away from her experience, but girl, we're over it. We're just,
You know what? I can't. Who? Okay. Let me say this. I She did have a revelation with saying that this is why she treat Jackie the way she do, because Jackie left her and the situation happened with Jackie's boyfriend, and she's kind of beating herself up on the side of why didn't I just leave, or why did she leave me, blah blah blah. So this was so she say a triggering moment, and I wonder would it have been better for her just to stay there because you were already hugging Karen. I don't feel like nothing about Ashley gives me genuine. Nothing, not one thing gives me a genuine bone in her body. Ashley is definitely giving me, I'm coming to be noses, and the producers told me to come because then nobody else get up at the table.
right.
That's
And
what it gave for me with Ashley.
Ashley don't got shit going on. Ashley, where's your husband? Where's your pedophile, in my opinion, husband at? Allegedly. Why are you still living in a house that he's paying for? Girl, you're never going to get a divorce. You think, oh, this man 175 years old. I'm just going to wait till he.
Literally, 1 foot in the grave.
That's what she like, oh, he going to fucking and catch every STD in the world, allegedly. And, that'll kill him before I have to sign these damn papers. So fuck all that. I'm going to just be in everybody else's business on this
That's
show.
how she been doing. So
Mm-hmm.
speaking of Essence Magazine, baby, they read Real Housewives of Potomac down and left nothing on the table. Now, this is a very long article. So on y'all time, y'all go over there and read this article because the article is long as heck. But one line I do kind of want to read out is that they said how this franchise has been on a sharp decline. And I totally agree by how this show has been on a sharp decline. They also bring up how it was right for Mia and okay for the ladies to do what they did to Wendy, but y'all wanted to crucify Monique to the cross. They also talked about how y'all allowed NECA to come on the show, but instead of NECA and Wendy being friends and looking at their culture together in a positive light, they wanted to pin them against each other, and now it's messed up. And saying how this show is not doing well. I will say this to Bravo because I'm sure Carlos will be talking about this soon. So let me say this to Bravo. I do feel like to have Essence to call you out, and as far as Giselle go, as far as Robin go, y'all want to sit up here and say colorism does not exist. You have a whole article that is telling y'all are being very colorist, and you are letting it be okay for y'all to do whatever y'all want to do because y'all are lighter complexion, and when the darker girls do it, it's hell on earth. Do you feel like this Essence magazine article will bring and open up the eyes to the green eye bandits?
No. The
I
only people
agree.
that are going to open the Green Eye Bandits' eyes are the people that write the checks, which is Andy Cohen and True Religion, the company that's producing the show. Let me tell you what NECA is. NECA is a plant, and
Yes.
NECA is stupid.
Yep.
NECA is dumb as a box of damn rocks because you see that you've been brought on this show to fuck with the dark skinned girls on the show. And there is no, and that's why I don't see it for that bitch. You're a bitch to me.
Yep.
Because there is no way that anybody will be able to force me to come on a show to fuck with the other bras that look like me. And
Yep.
them bitches don't even talk to NECA.
Don't. And here's the
Like
thing.
you over here, you starving for screen time, begging and going to lunch with Candace. These the self same bitches that you supposed to be crucifying, but you want to go to lunch with Candace and get to know her because Giselle and them ain't fucking with you. Ashley ain't fucking with you. Are they going to lunch with you? No.
Nope.
You
She put herself in a lion's den for no apparent reason. And then on top of that, how is it that you're going to be on some he say, she say stuff? You talking about something that your sister, uncle, brother, cousin told you. Every time you talk, you're going through 15 names before you get to what is actually going on. Wendy has not done anything, but yet here you are wanting to put all the blame on Wendy. And it's really her sister, and it's really the in-law, and it's really the grandmama, and it's really what are we doing?
right.
Like what are we doing, Neko? Why did you feel like it was okay to come over here and go after when they said, "Oh yeah, let's use this as a storyline"? You should have said, "It don't even make sense." I don't even know Wendy.
I'd have been like, you want me to do what? You want to, huh? No, I'm not doing that. Mind you, you and Wendy are Nigerian. And I guess we're gonna roll into that in the article too. You are using they are using your culture and your religion to make a mockery of the
Yeah.
both of
Mm-hmm.
them here allowing it.
And
And
you allow.
if you sit on the show and talk about my mama and think I'm gonna let you do it, girl, I know you lying. Ain't no check gonna ever have me sitting on TV talking shit about my mama. Absolutely not.
And then if you guys go and read the article, the book of that article really is about NECA and Wendy and how they're using the culture to make a mockery of it and using the ladies to be pinned against each other instead of kind of having a relationship that will work and letting all the girls kind of bond, especially the dark girls kind of unite. So that's pretty much the bulk of it. I mean, they add in some other stuff, but everything's long as heck. However, it was a good read. I'll give it that. It really was a good read. I wonder what do Bravo and Andy think of this because I'm sure they've seen this. Even if they haven't read the article, they see it floating around in the social media world.
Bravo, Andy, and them are thinking, oh shit, we're found out. That's exactly what they're thinking. Because
Mm-hmm.
they, y'all hired NECA to be a plant. That's what you did. Y'all didn't want to have that uncomfortable conversation. You're pissed at Candace because she was the one that brought it up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one holding people's feet to the fire. And I wish she had dove deeper into the conversation. But they're
Mm-hmm.
mad at Candace. That's why they're having everybody attacking her. And they
Yep.
know Candace is a doe in the woods. She talk all that shit, but she really is a fucking fawn. She's
Yep.
she ain't all big bad and buck like she try to act like she is. She ain't wouldn't bust a grape.
Yep. And the article was so good, they got it down to the T. To
Yeah.
they're quoting these ladies verbatim as to what they said on the show, off the show. Like they're quoting them to the T. And for Giselle, I think it's a bad look, especially when they started talking about the Wendy and Mia situation, because when they was on the reunion stage, The lady put in the article the reason why she didn't care was simply because she just did not like Wendy. And then lady in the article was like, and baby, that ain't good enough for you to sit up here and let some bull crap go down just because you do not like her. I said, oh, Giselle, girl, I don't, this needs to come up at the reunion.
Well, this is one. This is also one where Andy, I feel like, you being a little Carlos-ish because you go ahead and I don't know why he loves Giselle so much, but it's time to let it burn. It's time to let her go because I will be giving her some ultimatums. If you don't have anything going on in this little Jason story, this ain't shit because even her
Your
daughter
little fake boyfriend.
about Jason, mama. We talking about me going to school and doing some self defense, and you over here trying to show me your boyfriend. I don't give a fuck about him. Let me tell you something. Jason likes me more than he like you because we close age. Okay, let's just be very clear. He don't want you. He don't want you. He don't want you. He don't want you. Okay, you are old and rickety. Your knee is clacking. Okay, you need some Dr. Scholl's to bust it wide open and throw it back. Stop. Okay. So you don't have the bottom line is Giselle has absolutely nothing going on.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. She not even stirring up trouble this season. She's
No.
That's one Carlos need to talk about. Talking about she Giselle Kobe Bryant. She the one sitting back collecting a damn check, and she haven't done shit since she sat on this platform.
Since the only time she clocked in is when Monique went and found her boyfriend's girl because he was over there having sex in the park. Baby, that was the onlyest time Giselle clocked in. But I'm gonna read this because I wanted to bring this up too. Where Al said the sad part is Wendy and Candace have truly tried to be cordial with the Great App Bandit clique, and I have to agree with this because why is it that it's okay for Giselle to cut off people, don't speak to them, and it's okay. And I also don't understand how her and Karen can throw blows at each other, go low, do all of these things, and she's so quick to forgive Karen, but you don't want to do it with Wendy, and you don't want to do it with Candace.
Because Karen don't give a fuck about her. That's the thing. Here's the thing. Giselle thinks that she's still on Hampton University's campus doing rushes as an AKA. See, this is why I could never see it for no. Shout out to the Greek or I love the things that y'all do. It's just never been for me because this shit right here. I've seen too much of this
versus the mean girl.
I have a lot of friends that are very active in their organizations and they are not doing this stuff. So that's the part that I love. But this bullshit right here, this is so much more prominent out here in the world. And it's like Giselle thinks that she's still in a sorority doing rushes. And she's big sister almighty. Girl, no, they don't have to bow down to you because at the end of the day, you really need to be kissing Candace ass. Because the more you look at it, people are starting to like Candace more.
Sure is. They on Candace's side.
Yeah.
They're on her side.
Everybody is saying that Giselle is bringing absolutely nothing to the show and that she needs to. The green eyes and light skin is not selling it no more.
It ain't working. It's not working. And I also feel like even for her to bring up her fake boyfriend, he added nothing to your storyline. He did not make it any better. It was a waste of time. It's definitely giving Sheree and Martell vibes. So it's a business deal at best. I don't really understand her point of even doing this. I do feel like she do need to be knocked off her high horse. And what I really like to see is her and Robin get split up. Yep. Somebody needs to stay and somebody needs to go. That's when they'll actually be able to do the work and clock into work because they balance each other out and they almost like bullies with each other.
Yep.
With them being beside each other. They're like bullies. And like you said, they know they run the court. They know they run it.
You know what I would like to see? This will be some serious humbling. I would like Robin to come back as a housewife and Giselle be her friend.
Yeah. That's why I said somebody got to leave, somebody got to go.
I would love it. I want Robin to stay a housewife because I truly believe Robin can bring it if she's not constantly living in Giselle's shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Robin needs to be a housewife by herself. She needs to be forced to intermingle with the women and not have Giselle as a crutch.
Yep.
Giselle is her friend, but she can't be in every scene because Giselle have shit to offer.
And here's the thing, Giselle is holding back the show. She's
Mm.
holding back the show because Robin really can exist with all the women and have a good time and laugh and kiki.
Mm.
She really can do that. Giselle is the one that is pulling her back. Even when it came down to when they was at Austin, Giselle made it a point to keep telling Robin, you just need to stop talking to Candace. And you
Mm.
need to stop doing this. And even with them going, what they have going on, Wendy never told Candace to stop talking to Robin. She never told her that. She actually was like, y'all probably need to have a conversation without us around here. And that's the difference. You see Giselle, she's holding back the show. She's holding back the women from being a collective unit. While you see the other ladies like, hey, come on, let's have a conversation. Do it without the rest of the ladies around. So as long as Giselle is on the show, it will always be a divide. It will always be divided. It will always be a problem. And if it's not fair for her to be able to pick and choose who she wants to film with because she don't like them. And the reality is, girl, you starting all of the bullcrap.
Mm.
You're the one who's starting the mess. But let's move on. That was Real Housewives of Potomac as well as Essence Magazine. I hope this comes up in on the reunion. I really do. So let's talk about Bell Collective, and we're going to end it out with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Giselle, shout out to Make It Make Sense. He said Giselle should have been cast in School Days as not School Days. So why did she go to School Days? She probably would have been good though.
Mm. She should have.
She would have.
She older damn enough.
She probably would have been good. I said that. But I do feel like she's the problem on the show. I feel like she's the one who's holding back the ladies. I agree. Somebody got to leave. It's either gonna be Robin or it's gonna be Giselle. Somebody got to go, and I think you will see who gonna really clock in to work. A lot of people gonna want Robin to leave because she's not talking and she's going to hide behind her story. But if Giselle is gone, I think she'll be pushed to the forefront when she have no choice but to talk about her situation with Juan and her roommate. She ain't gonna have no choice but to talk about it.
Nope.
Because she won't be able to hide behind Giselle and let Giselle say, oh, well, let's leave her alone. She's got a lot going on. Like, she's trying to protect her. Why? Because if it was anybody else, you would have put them out there.
Exactly.
Look what you did to Eddie.
Look what you did to Candace and her husband.
Candace.
That to Eddie. You did it to Ray.
Yep.
Talk taxes. She's done it to every single. You actually did it to Ashley too.
Yep, she did to Ashley. Sure
you
did.
Aired every single person out on this show except your damn self.
Mm-hmm.
Child, I'm done with Giselle.
I agree. So let's move on to Bell Collective. We don't have to be on them long. Look, Latrice and Clifford. We're gonna go straight to Latrice and Clifford. Latrice and Clifford are a very unique couple. I think on paper, they are picture perfect. On paper. Both of them have money. Both of them have great, successful business. They have the land. They have the house. You know, all of this going on. But though, when you get to diving in and looking at these folks, it really is giving like, oh, baby, y'all are toxic as heck. And the entire time they're on the show and Clifford is talking, the one thing that
I love Mims. He is hilarious.
That's why I highlighted. I'm like, let me go ahead and put it on the screen. Look, man, one ain't got no job, so she trying to get the coins to come in by any means necessary. Okay, by any means.
Now all I need to hear is Alexander. What's his name? He says raw.
Right. Oh,
But go.
one roommate.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. You're gonna have to lead us on the Bell Collective because I ain't watched the reunion yet.
Okay, that's fine. I won't even be on here long.
Mhm.
So the part about that made me really want to talk about Latrice Neal was you remember from the first part, Keisha said that Latrice had sadness in her eyes, and Latrice was like, "Everybody wanna be me. They jealous of me. Whoop de whoop, blah blah blah." Right?
Mhm.
But when your husband came and sat there on the stage beside you, that was the sadness Akeisha was talking about. Your body language changed. You was holding back the tears as hard as you could every time he opened up his mouth and talked. And I really hate that Latrice feels like her money is what the people is giving her an advantage and making feel like people want her life. I feel like if they'll do anything, they'll eat the meat and throw away the bones. And the only thing they're gonna take, baby, is your bank account. Outside of that, don't nobody want Clifford. Don't nobody want what he's offering or bringing. You don't even want it. It's quiet as kept.
I don't think she truly believes that anybody wants Cliff. I think it's a defense mechanism because you're right. I agree with you. She don't even want him for real. I think
Mm-hmm.
Latrice has a serious daddy complex. She really does. She has a problem with her upbringing. She didn't have a man in her life. So
Mm-hmm.
getting in her sick twisted mind the best of both worlds. She's getting a man that is guiding her like a father, and then she's getting somebody she feels as a protector like a husband. And it's
Mm-hmm.
sick. But I told you before, all it's going to take is for some young stallion with money to come and woo her, and she will drop Cliff like a bad habit because
I don't think she will.
I think she will. I think it's going to take them a while. They're going to have some patience. They're going to have to woo the fuck out of her behind Cliff's back. I don't know how they're going to do it because he be up her ass. But if somebody do that, or it may take a friend that has a friend and he just around all the time and
All
he
the time.
fine and he young and current on and he flirt with her a couple times. She might do him in the back room of a friend's house one time and feel bad and think about it later. I'm telling you.
No, I think
That
that she liked the fact that I'm tired of meals. I think she liked the fact that I don't know what she get out of it. That's the weird part about it when it comes down to her and Clifford. Because even he said she got her own money, she can do her own thing, and I'm not blah blah blah. But you are, and I think it's hard for her to realize that she really is being abused. Just because he ain't went upside your head and left a bruise on your neck or on your arm does not mean you're not dealing with some type of abuse. Because mental and emotional abuse is a thing. It's
I'm
a thing, baby. Like, come on,
oh,
let's stop playing
it
these games.
definitely is. That's why I said it's gonna take a man that's gonna woo her, talk to her nice, treat her right, and he got to have some money and he got to have some clout. And she gonna be like, wow, I don't actually have to deal with this. Like it's gonna take. She gonna be a Portia. That's what it is. She's gonna be Portia, but it's gonna be a younger man, not Simon, because Simon is a problem. But but Portia, I don't know. She might have been using Robin's skincare because Simon, I swear he looked 20 years younger. I don't know how. He's still ugly as fuck, but he looked 20 years younger. Okay,
Baby, she really got his teeth fixed.
yeah, he don't work.
He'll gave him that Ozempic shot,
Yeah,
help
better.
little piece of weight,
Mm,
make him grow out his little facial hair so he ain't got no booty face.
not back.
Then,
Mill said backdoor action.
oh no.
She might be forcing him to go backdoor so she don't get pregnant. Somebody was doing that. Who was on the reality TV show? Somebody was saying they was allowing their man to do them in the butt all the time because they ain't want to get pregnant. Dang, who was that?
Sound like some Portia would say, but I don't know.
Child, somebody said that.
That sounds like some Portia would probably say.
Mm, mm. He didn't want to marry her. She forced him.
Yep.
Why would you force Father Time to marry you? Girl, what?
Yep.
That's dead.
Yes, Ozempic. She gave him a little piece of shot. Come on, y'all.
Mm.
All I know is Robin swallows and she still can't keep one at home.
Correct. Absolutely.
There's that. Bell Collector was good. It's gonna be good this Friday. They're gonna bring out the girls. They're gonna talk about the Selena situation. So this will be the final part. The third part is probably gonna be really good. Bell Collector was okay. I do kind of feel like it was very eye-opening when it came down to Latrice and Clifford, the big red dog. Okay. Now speaking of dogs, let's talk about the Love and Marriage and the Huntsville. And we always end out our show with Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yeah.
I did all of my talking yesterday, but let me say this though. When it comes down, y'all don't see it for Kiki at all. Don't see it for Kiki. But I will say this though. I did not like how they handled Kiki on that stage on part 2 of the reunion.
Thank you.
I do not. I can be fair. Right is right. Wrong is wrong. The way that they handled her, the way that they berated her, asked her these interrogating questions, literally trying to say that she's doing something other than what she already said she was doing, trying to allude to the fact that this lady out here rolling her nose in some flour, tapping her arm, you literally tried to allude that she was really doing hard drugs. I felt like that was not fair for them to do her like that. I also did not like the fact that it was saying that she need to go take a drug test. I didn't even like it when Melody did it. I felt like Kiki should have stood up to everybody. And I feel like she's playing, okay, Master, you want me to go do this? All right, I'll do it. I did not like her for her even, you want me to go take the test? I'll take the No, baby, you going to take my word or not? I ain't got nothing to prove to y'all. If I told y'all I'm not doing it, either you going to believe me or you not. You going to go about your business, or, I don't know what you want me to do. But I ain't going to go pee in nobody's cup.
And first of all, she already did it. So let's make that very clear. I'm not doing it again. And then for y'all to turn it around and insinuate that Melody peed in the cup for her, I don't like that. And if I was Kiki, I would sue them for defamation of character, because at the end of the day, this is something that was induced upon her because of doctors. This is something that goes on every day. Doctors prescribing medication to people, and then they're getting addicted to it. And like you said, they on here acting like this lady was treating her nose. She was, and you was handing out allegations of drug addiction to everybody. Talking about Stormy popping pills and shit.
Thank you.
But on Tisha's case, and Marcel over here, you got a damn nerve talking about some. Yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah, I want to see that. Okay. Yeah. And I want to see you lose some damn weight in your hips.
I was like, now he got this old raggedy $100 bill out his pocket.
I want to get a breast reduction. How about that? Maybe you should take the Ozempic that Simon is taping. Which is thicker than a damn Snicker. I don't want to hear you say shit about Kiki and her addiction at all. It's not.
And I feel like it was messed up because you doing more talking than her own cousin. It's one of them things like me and her can go back and forth. You shut up. Me and her can have these words and go back and forth. you don't need to play no part. And I felt like that was his time where he should have sat back, crossed his legs, and been done with it. Let Letitia handle it because it's between Letitia and Kiki. And
Exactly.
even when it comes down to Letitia to say, oh, she needs some help and she needs this. Okay, even if that is the case, let's just say the girl is using. Let's just throw it out there. Was this the right way to go about the situation?
No.
Was that Letitia? That was wrong of you. If you really truly feel that your cousin have a problem and she's back on the drugs, that wasn't the way to go about it.
But see,
You did it wrong. It was embarrassing.
it is, and none of the people on this cast support each other. They dive right into people's imperfections. Mel got cheated on. Ain't nobody support her. They run around, oh girl, you look dumb. Oh yeah, and my husband this, and you trying to make it seem like that. Nobody supports anybody. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
said, Kiki, if you are struggling, we're here to
Thank
help.
you.
Y'all are all on this brigade of we gonna prove that you are using drugs. Not, oh my gosh, if you are, I don't want to see you like that. I really want to. I know we got our problems, but I really hope and pray that you're not on that anymore because I really don't think that you should do that anymore. But Tisha is jealous of Kiki. That's all it is. You've been blocking this girl from day one. And I think that's what Kiki's problem is. She wants to go be on this show because in her heart of hearts, she feels like she should have been on the show instead of Tisha because she was Mel's friend for real. And she's looking at Tisha like you try to block my blessings by telling them about my addiction. And you've been holding this addiction over my head because this is the only way that you had a leg up on me because all our life I've been better than your bitch ass. And you mad. You mad, huh? You real mad because I was dressing better than you. I was smarter than you. I'm the one that went to college first. I've been better than you at everything. And you get on TV and act like, oh, you was addicted to drugs. I'm going to bump you off of this. And now I'm famous. So now I got a leg up on you. That's what I think the problem is between Kiki and Tisha. They're constantly in competition with each other.
They are.
It's
They
sad.
are. And it is bad. And I tell Kiki the same thing. I'm gonna get on. Well, I ain't tell like I know a person, but I said the same thing about Kiki. I'm gonna say the same thing when it comes down to Letitia. Baby, this show may not even come back next year. Now, if it don't come back, what's gonna happen? Was it worth it at the end of the day? Because
No,
this show gonna come and go, and y'all still gonna be blood cousins at the end of the day. She's still
period.
gonna be your relative. And would it have been worth for y'all to throw each other's daggers at each other for something that it ain't made nobody a millionaire? Like, ain't nobody, neither one of y'all really prospering from this show. Y'all got notoriety, you know, you got a little fan base and all of that, but nobody soared and they got 15 businesses and they doing out, like, neither one of y'all are really doing it. So,
Yeah, because
it
Kiki,
wasn't worth it.
what are you doing to help bring money into your household? And Tisha, when did you sell a house and become a broker? I thought that most people that become brokers were originally real estate agents and they were successful real estate agents, which in turn made them become brokers because then that edifies you to be a broker because real estate agents will now come to you for assistance because you were such a great real estate agent. Brokers coach the realtors,
Yep.
not somebody you just. Tisha strikes me as somebody that has a good memory and can just take a damn test. So
Yep. She's a good test taker. There's a lot of people like that. Good
yeah,
test
you going and getting all these degrees and certifications,
taker. Mm-hmm.
but you ain't doing none of the work to do anything with any of it.
Yep.
So
And I think that it was a low blow for Carlos. Y'all, you know, I said we was gonna get back on Carlos' tail. I feel like it was a low blow for him to even go about it the way he did. You don't even hold Martell feet to the fire the way you did when it came down to Kiki. You
period.
don't even hold Marceau feet to the fire the way you did to Kiki and Maurice, but you're wanting to literally embarrass her on this stage in front of everybody
Right.
and then want to allude to the fact that she was over here doing hard drugs. And then let me add Kimmy Butt in here as this whole nurse, and they asked you a question and you was like, and you almost alluded to Kim should have just went ahead and said, yes, I think she was on some stuff. But instead of her saying that, she went around and was like, well, she did come to the backyard boogie sweating and shaking and anxious. And, it did make me think, okay, wait a minute, Kimmy. Hold the phone. What are we doing here?
Kimmy
What,
need
what are we doing?
Kimmy need to shut the hell up. That's what she needs to do. Because let me test the pH of your cootie cat. How about we do that since you want to fucking talk about it all damn season? Because if you ain't talking about some Astroglide, you ain't been talking about shit. So as a nurse, I would think that if you see somebody sweating like that, you would
Mm-hmm.
have questions, right?
Yep.
Qualifications, if you will. Hey Kiki, I noticed that you are sweating it's worse than a whore in church. Are you okay? Is
You can
everything
go inside for a minute, girl. You all
this looks like more sweat than the ice water that I provided you is helping with? And I know this Alabama heat is very treacherous, but you look a little worse than what I can provide. Are you okay? And that would have left Kiki room to say, I'm on methadone.
Thank you.
This is from the methadone. Okay. And I wanted to revisit what Kalani said earlier. Kalani said that methadone on the test isn't going to show up. It's like,
Oh,
so remember, they have been chopping down Kiki's dosages every time to wean her off of it. So
mm-hmm.
it's going to show up in lower doses.
Yeah, I agree. And to even allude to, and even with Maurice, somebody lied, the test lied, or somebody's lied. Again, Maurice, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you adding your 2 cents?
At all.
For me, it is asinine. Like, what are we doing? I feel like it shouldn't have been this long for them to talk about this. Somebody brought this up last night, which was a great point. Tiffany and Kiki had beef and drama. Why we didn't talk about that? We should have not spent this much time talking about, and you gave this woman 21 questions. Carlos King, you ran them questions down, and not one time are we talking about anything other than what she did on the flipping freaking show.
My thing is, why was Tiffany? Hold on. I was yelling too much earlier. Why was Tiffany even here? Y'all took Stormy and Courtney off the stage
To
for
bring them
10 minutes to bring them back after talking to Tiffany about nothing.
in. Mm-hmm.
That was a waste of time. You flew her all the way out to LA to talk about what? And
Yep.
she's not coming back.
She's not coming back. And I don't really understand that either. I feel like she could have did that. She could have been zoomed in while she was holding baby Ace. I don't know if it was necessarily needed for her to be on the stage.
That's because Carlos wanted to try to woo her again because she's his mole. That's what it is. Because I feel like Carlos was using her to get out of the Scots everything that he can't get out because he agreed like a little pussy to allow them to have little certain things in their contracts. So if somebody else on the show is asking it, they can't say nothing to him because they're just doing their job on the show, right? So you choice whether you want to answer the question or not. So I think he is sad that Tiffany is gone because now he don't got a mole anymore, and he don't really very much like Kiki. I don't think so. Kiki
I
can't
don't
be.
think you like Kiki. And I also feel like because of the stuff that kind of went down with all the stuff that was behind the scenes and all of that, I think that didn't make it any better. What happened in Texas, I think that didn't make it any better.
Mm.
So because of all of this, I think she almost kind of played a destiny role to where if she comes back, I feel like he's going to use that line on her the way he did Destiny. Oh, you're hard to work with. People are always, saying you're outranked and you're this, that, and the third. So I think he's going to pull a Destiny on her if she comes back.
Why didn't we talk about the results of Crime Stoppers?
That too. And this on Kiki as well because you kept telling the people, oh, because when y'all find out it's gonna be blah blah blah. We
We
ain't found out nothing. We still ain't found out. And even if it is going up against some legal whatever, I get that. But girl, just say y'all know doggone well I ain't do that. I don't see nothing wrong with her saying that. Just
right,
be like, y'all know doggone well I ain't going in there to kick doggone steal no lock.
child. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely insane. Like my thing is, and for Marceau to know exactly what the process is. Mind you, I used to work at Lowe's Home Improvement when I went to Morgan State.
Mm-hmm.
And people would come in and return stuff all the time. Like I used to work at the customer service desk and people come return damn lawnmowers and shit without no damn receipt. But we would get their driver's license and they would be in the system. And if this is something that you do all the time, then you up and now you're going to be flagged and you're not going to be able to do it anymore. So you get away one good time and that's it. If it depends
Mm-hmm.
manager is. But for Marceau to know that this is what people do, I feel like you set this up. You must have used some of your little acquaintances, in my opinion, from Home Depot. You knew when Kiki was coming to the store. You got a little homeboy that work in loss prevention, had them take a picture of her and put the shit on Crime Stoppers. But I just wish if that's the case, Kiki would just come on with it and say it.
Just say it.
Just
Yeah.
say it. Because
Just put it out there. And I would rather her do that and defend herself. And let's go segue into the cheating allegations with this Marceau and however other women or no women that he's cheating with. Just blast them on that. Just get them where it hurt because Letitia ain't going anywhere. It is what it is.
no,
Leave it alone. If you're not gonna present no receipts, you already said that you did not believe he did it with the makeup artist and all the other bull crap and whatever the long drawn out story was with them. Then it was no point of bringing it. And then at the same time, I gave Kiki that grace, but I'm gonna get back on Kiki head, which was you want to sit up here and call your cousin dumb, but baby, then what are you? Because you're still staying with a man who's cheated on you. I don't care if you got your lick back and cheated on him as well, but you ain't left your cheating husband either. So
well, I'm gonna say this with Kiki, but I also want to point out Kalani Harrelson said, "I just want to say I love that you all pronounce my name correctly. Thank you for letting me know I pronounce it correctly. And when people fuck my damn name up, so I'm so glad we saying it right. And I love your name; it is so
it is
cute
so pretty. It is.
all the time. But with the whole Kiki situation, listen, I ain't here to judge nobody relationship. If they cheated on each other and they've been together for 20 years, mind you, they met in college. So
Mm-hmm.
that's been something that happened early on in their relationship when they were young. You talking about somebody 18, 19 years old. Me and my husband have been together, married for 10 years, but we've been together for 20 years. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he done probably did some stuff behind my back, and I damn sure did too. So it is what it is. Look, he was right there. That's why I said that. He turned around real quick.
Baby,
Like,
stop, man,
oh.
stop. What? Shut the line down right now.
He turned around with the
Of
quickness.
all the mics.
He's like, the fuck you talking about, girl? But
He got to knock
I'm,
all the mics over.
but like I was saying, like that is hilarious. I knew he was gonna turn around. But my thing is, I'm sure that they have done stuff when they were younger in their relationship. And for Tisha to bring it up, the reality is you told Kiki to go and figure out what was going on. You send her to signify, and then you get mad when you feel like it. Like she got mad. So the whole thing was Tisha's story didn't even make any sense because she says, yeah, so she didn't even call me. When Kiki did call her, what happened was Tisha found out what happened. Okay, and I saw this all in the little video with the barber. Tisha told Kiki, right? She talked to the barber and everything, and she went to Kiki because it was Kiki's stylist. I mean Kiki's makeup artist. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
figure out from your makeup artist what is really going down and get back to me and let me know if this nigga out here doing some bullshit. So Kiki gets on this gets on this call with the barber, and she's trying to figure it out. And the whole time she was like, I don't want my cousin to be worrying about something if it's not really nothing. Like, tell me what's going on. Did he do something or not? Like, she was getting to the bottom of it, and she wasn't being messy. And he was going around the mulberry bush. And Kiki was like, okay, well, this nigga ain't shit going on. Like, somebody to show their titties, okay, whatever. So she called Tisha to tell her what the barber said and told her to come over her house. Tisha ain't never show up. She was like, I want to tell you this stuff in person. And I believe she wanted to tell her in person because Kiki recorded the conversation with the barber. So she didn't want to just tell Tisha stuff. She's like, I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth. So you sent your cousin to be fucking Inspector Gadget. Then when she bring you back the mystery van full of clues, you don't want to see it.
Okay, so let me say this. I agree. I do feel like Letitia sent her out here to, go out and investigate. You go and find out what's going on. I agree with that. My issue comes in with Kiki is you're wanting to call her dumb, and when both of y'all are staying with a cheating man. I
Tisha is
don't.
dumb.
Huh?
Tisha is dumb. I think.
And she is in other areas, but in this part of infidelity, the pot really is calling the kettle black in this situation. I don't know, and I don't feel like this was something that happened 25 years ago.
But that's the thing. No. She brought up a date that happened 18 years ago. Yeah. And they were married. You get what I'm saying? So Tisha in her rehearsed reads, she rehearsed stuff. And so my thing is, I guess we just gonna have a difference there. That's the first time maybe one of the very few times we have a difference of opinion. Here's the thing. Amin isn't here to defend himself. Correct. We don't know enough about their story for us to even come up with the thoughts of, oh, Amin and Kiki cheated on each other, so Kiki is dissolved of all whatever. She shouldn't say nothing about. The reality is Kiki is not involving Tisha in her marriage and asking her to figure out whether Amin is cheating. She already know what the nigga done did. She did it too. They absolved each other of it and decided to forgive each other and move on. Tisha is the one that's constantly in denial, and then you going back and grabbing Kiki to be Inspector Gadget for you. You can't do that.
Now, let me be on Kiki's side again, which is, I like the fact Kiki was like, okay, I ain't hiding it. You want to hide yours. But I'll say this, don't nobody on this stage, no executive producer, no fan, no family member is going to sit up here and believe that Marceau has never cheated on you. And even if you still don't have any hard proof evidence like what Melody said she thinks she's looking for, you've had some type of discernment down on the inside to say, this nigga ain't doing something right. You had something, and we'll see you cry about it plenty of times on the show. Just last reunion, baby, you was talking about how he was in the DMs with a personal assistant that he was trying to hire when he was being too flirty. So you know your husband is doing something.
Right.
You know he's doing something.
And here's my thing. Kiki and Amin actually are admitting it and talking about it. They're not trying to hide it. The problem I have with Marceau and Tisha is in denial. Marceau is lying. Okay, and we all know it. But at the end of the day, Tisha, you the one keep on talking about it. Asking Nell, how do you deal with the infidelity in your marriage? Asking Mel, what would you do if Martell cheated on you? Number one, you was being shady in the beginning because you was trying to air their shit out because you was mad at Mel, which I don't know why everybody is coming for Mel, and Martell was the one that was doing the damn cheating. Mind you, Martell was the one that said Marceau had 20 women. He was the one that said it first.
But let's not forget, before Martell even said that Miss Wonder had already told the T in season 1.
Exactly.
Miss Wonder had already said it. So I'm gonna read Isis Blue. She said that's not true. If Kiki and her husband cheat in their marriage and accept that in their marriage, that is very different from being in a marriage denying the partner is cheating when clearly. So I get what you was trying to say, and I agree with that. And I did kind of, bring it up by saying I give Kiki that. They talked about it. She didn't hide from it. Girl, yep, this is what we did. And I also said it to the point of Letitia, you know that your husband has done something. Whether you have hard-hitting evidence or not, Letitia knows something has went down.
Right.
She knows something. And I feel like at this point, when it comes down to the cheating, even if you did put a picture in front of her, would it even matter? And I kind of wish Letitia would just come out and say and pull a Dr. Heather and be like, I'm not leaving him. Even if he do cheat on me, I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
And I feel like that'll shut down everything from everybody, from Kiki to the fans to the everybody. It'll shut it down. I ain't going nowhere. Ain't no point of talking about it. It don't matter. We've been together 16 years, going on 17 years. We've been, you want to brag about it. You can go ahead and make it to 20 with your husband being an embarrassment and making you the butt of his jokes every time.
Right.
If you like it, girl, I love it.
And you know what? The bottom line is, if y'all don't want to talk about the cheating, cool. Because I get it also on Tisha's side. If y'all coming to me with a back, but I don't know who took this picture.
Correct.
Now, what was he doing? What was going on? So nobody is coming to her on TV. I'm pretty sure she'd have had some concrete evidence in other situations. But so far from what we've seen, nobody has brought her some concrete evidence. Because, baby, if you're going to come and tell me that my husband is cheating on me, I want to see some concrete evidence. I want to see some text messages. I want to hear some phone calls. I want to know what's the deal, okay? That hasn't been produced for her yet. And the reality is there is so many other things that they are hiding and not talking about. I think they're hiding behind the trumped up cheating rumors to not talk about their financial burdens because they want to make everybody think that they got money and they don't. So it's just a whole lot. They got a whole lot of shit with them. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that was that. Then we have Martell storming off the stage in his little fit of rage and in his little suit.
Throwing
He
it.
goes off, having a temper tantrum, kicking his legs in the doggone chair. And they're talking about Arion. They bring up Arion, and Melody's, pretty much goes on to say, my sisters are hiding a little bit. I do feel like they are in a relationship. I find it funny that you allow our kids to be around somebody who will talk about me and you. You're wanting, you always defending her, talking about her, all of this and all of that. And let me call out Carlos one more again. Because the way you talk to freaking Kiki, you literally had to stand up, stand over Martell, and tell him he need to get his ish together because he was being so ignorant on that doggone stage, being ignorant, and you have yet to say anything to him about him in the bull crap that he's doing. Even when he went and got these little fake papers to prove whatever and didn't prove nothing.
No.
You proved absolutely nothing. You're defending a woman who have disrespected your entire family, including yourself. Answer the question, sir. You with her or not?
Right.
You and her are divorced. Remember, that was your lie when you had that little lady tiptoe through Houston. You a single man. So if you single, then girl, sorry, girl. Sir, just say it. Just say, we doing, we fool our line around the house. We, I double back. I spin the block every now and again.
You know what? I did a video yesterday on there is no accountability on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
In that video, I discussed how everybody coddles Martell, and he is the one that is in the midst of all the drama. T
Mm-hmm.
made a good point in the comments. She said, I thought Martell showed Tisha messages about Marceau cheating. He did. I remember in the last reunion, they talked about some messages that Marcel had shown Tisha in a moment of anger with Marceau because he wouldn't let him come back into the business. He
Mm-hmm.
and see that's the thing. This man is not loyal. He's treacherous, and he at any minute will drop a dime on your ass. But y'all continue to protect him. Well, he don't give a damn about you. So y'all might as well sit both of your wives down that ain't going no damn where and tell them about your woes and hoes and move on with your life because Martell is no longer a benefit to you. He's not an asset anymore. He's a
Mm-hmm.
frankly. And y'all continue to rally around this man. Even Kimmy and Tisha rallying around this man. And he is living proof of why your whole core is fucked up. Y'all were Melody to have all the things, all of the connections that you have. She was the one that was bringing that to you guys. So if I was them, I would be sitting Martell's ass down saying, listen here, little fella. Okay, little buddy. You fucking it up for all of us. Okay. This bitch right here, this a mogul in the making. I can see it. She's done so much for all of us, and I'd like it to continue. So keep your dick in your pants. Put your belt on super tight, cause I'm not gonna help you no more. Okay? I may have introduced you to the bullshit, but we're gonna have to stop. We're gonna have to stop you from. You're gonna have to stop it now. They did not try to encourage any of that. It was not a Married to Medicine where they kept Cecil and Simone together. It
Yep.
was all. And if they had have done that with this couple instead of being a catalyst to their bullshit, we wouldn't be where we are right now. But
I
y'all participate in the chaos that is Martell. And here's I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna windmill it right here and close it out with this. My thought. What the fuck is he getting providing y'all with? Not a damn thing.
You know what? I got a answer for that. His silence. I said this last night. Martell know where the bodies are buried.
Mhm.
Kimmy and Letitia know as well as Maurice and Marceau know. So because of that, they're gonna have to placate to him. Because of that, that's why they're Team Martell.
But here's my
Because
thing.
remember, and let's go back to
But,
Kimmy
mhm.
last reunion when she shut down. Oh, we're not going to talk about Maurice coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning. She shut it down. She was dang near ready to fight everybody on the stage last reunion. So you know Kimmy has some inkling. Again, they may not have no hard proof evidence, but birds of a feather definitely flock together. You
Child.
knew this man was over here cheating and dipping it and doing it and doing all of this with Ariane. If they going out here doing this, what you think they do?
But see, also, okay, I'm going to piggyback off of what you're saying. If it's true that all of them know, then what is the problem with supporting Mel? Why do y'all continue to play in this woman's face and try to put her down? I have not seen not nair woman on this show go to support Mel and say, or go to Martell and be like, "Damn, Martell, that's really fucked up that you're trying to take the kids away from Mel. Why would you try to take the kids away from their mother? This
Mm-hmm.
messed up. Y'all both are very good parents. Why can't y'all co-parent? What's
They
your
can't. They can't, and they have no spine. They punks. At the end of the day, because the reality of it is, if I come out and have the fist of Melody, you're going to spray my tea. They can't afford it.
Let it out. At this point,
they can't afford it.
I'm gonna be very funky Deneva with it. Ain't no way you gonna spray me with my own tea. I'm gonna let it out first. So y'all go ahead, cause these really y'all might as well go ahead and spray your own tea because that might keep you on the damn show. Cause the producing right now is trash. And my thing is, I would have even come to him and said, "Oh yeah, that video that you showed me, a male giving head, that was you."
Mm-hmm.
Why would you show us that and say it was somebody else and it was you? Or why haven't y'all gone and had a conversation with Mel saying, "Listen, Mel, he showed me that video too, and that's really messed up. I'm
Yep.
as to you. I thought that you was cheating on this man, but now I realize he actually was recording you. That's fucked up."
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I was helping him cheat on you and certain, kind of hiding the money, but I feel bad that I did that. I really wish I hadn't helped him do this because he really cheated. Damn. Something. None of y'all can grab your balls and be the men that you act like you are. And these women are not women at all.
Yep.
Now y'all would let the tables be done turned. Y'all would be absolutely calling Mel every bitch, hoe, devil in sheep's clothing in the book if she's doing the stuff that y'all doing to her behind that.
I agree. And outside of the cast, I'm going to put the bulk of responsibility on Carlos King.
Oh yeah.
I'm putting the book up, not saying that the cast haven't played their part and, trying to exonerate them for what they done because nope, that ain't it, y'all. But I do feel like the bulk of it really is on Carlos because you have the ability to hire and fire. That's your job. Nobody else on that stage has that ability but you. And you're keeping him in position to bring the show. Martell is another Giselle. They're not pushing this show forward in no way. In fact, they're holding the show back. The show is being held back.
Can you highlight Isis Blue comment where she says, "I believe that they never supported Mel because she stopped them from becoming real millionaires. And when she stopped the 48 Acres project from moving forward, that's what they're mad about." And I want to address that. I'm so glad you said that, Isis Blue. They couldn't afford to buy the land.
Mm-hmm.
Mel and Martell kept coming to them saying, "Hey, cost. This is what we need from y'all.
Yep.
And if anything about real estate, you got to grab it up before somebody else do." And this ain't something where they just gonna wait for you to go and get you a payday loan. That ain't what she kept on asking them. When are you guys going to get the money? And remember that episode when she brought that up and she said, "We kept asking y'all, where was y'all money? Where was y'all money?" They never responded saying, "Well, we had it, but you did blah, blah, blah." They were like, "Well, we didn't have it at the time, but you guys," they expected Martell and Mel for it, do all the work and divvy up the funds with them. No, if I'm paying for it, motherfucker, I'm gonna get the damn money.
Because they wanted them to take all the risk.
Yeah, I'm assuming risks, but you want to collect on the cash. No, baby, you're not. I'm gonna pay you like a contractor to do the work, like you would possibly do. No, that's what happened. So again, like I said before, y'all want to use her for her connections, use them for their financial assistance, but y'all don't want to be there for them like friends should.
Yep.
Y'all are a bunch of damn parasites.
Yep.
But thank you for bringing that up. I really that made me jogged my memory over that.
Yeah, I do feel like when it come down to them and all the businesses they didn't do, whatever the case may be, I almost kind of wish that they'll just come out and say what their real issue is and just put it out on the table again. If we're not gonna talk about the cheating and what they doing and not doing on either Scott's part, then let's just have the conversation. It'd be like, like you because of X, Y, and Z. I feel like everything is skirted around, everything is swept up under the rug. And when they can really have real conversations, they can still be interesting and push the show forward. We keep walking around. This has been the longest season of season 4 to me. I don't care what number they move on to next year or this year, whatever the case may be. This is still the longest season of season 4. We're
That-
still talking about the same crap that happened in season 4. Nobody has rekindled a relationship. In fact, they got worse. We still talking about the same stuff that happened in season 4. We traded in one Hell on Wheels of for a mother for another one for Miss Betty. What are we doing? Nothing changed.
Nothing. And that scene with Martell running off for the paperwork, he should have been held accountable at that moment because you welcomed in the line of questioning with that paperwork. You
Mm-hmm.
you flew all the way to LA with these crumbled up pieces of paper that you done shared with every blogger all over YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
I think in that, mind you, my sister-in-law is a court reporter. She's
Mm-hmm.
the court that types everything that everybody says. There's a big difference between your court documents and getting the court reporters typing information. You have to pay per page for that. So for Mel to say, let me tell you something, my sister make a coin, honey. Okay. She get like $10,000 checks at a time. That's outside of her salary. Okay. Let's make that very clear. You got to pay $1, $3, or $5 per page, okay, for what they're typing when they're sitting there, depending on how fast you want the information. So
Mm-hmm.
it said Mel paid a coin to that. Paperwork is very different from the court documents, so he didn't have what Mel was saying. So
Talking about. Mm-hmm.
pay for the whole script, the conversation, so she can find that one little sentence to highlight what was said.
Mm-hmm.
He don't have that.
Isis Blue said, "You all realize if Martell has no income, Mel will have to pay child support. It does not serve her for Martell to be unemployed." I get what you're saying, but I feel like it also may work in her favor in the sense of because he has no income, she could probably get some type of, if not full custody, to where she'll have the kids rather 70% of the time, and he gets them 30% of the time. It could possibly work in her favor because he don't have the money to be able to take care of all 4 of those children. I think they can kind of go either way, but I definitely get what you're saying, Isis.
And you know what? To Isis point, it really shouldn't even have to go that way. He shouldn't be doing all of this stuff. They should be able to amicably co-parent and take care of these kids. But if you watch Queen Sheba, Queen Sheba did a record. She put out a recording. His publicist basically saying that Martell's whole vendetta is to make Mel look bad. Like that's whole vendetta. And this was, the publicist was airing it all out, saying that he doesn't, yeah, we're trying to tell him that he just needs to change his own image. Now, I want the world to see her for who she really is. And the reality is we're seeing her for who she is. She's showing us.
Mm-hmm.
You just trying to change the whole scene. And it's not working. You're making yourself look worse. And I get it. I don't want Martell to lose his, I want him to make money. However, whether I want him to be on this platform or not is two different things. I want him to show up as a better person if he's going to.
I agree. I think that's more important.
Yeah.
He do need to change, but I also feel like he definitely needs to be removed from the show, at the very least reduced in his role on the show, because there's no point in him being on the show and he's continued to be irate the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the recording, because I didn't listen to all of it, but I did listen to some of it, because it did kind of come to the point that he was just repeating the same thing over. But I didn't feel like he dropped any dropping information, because we all knew that.
Mm-hmm.
We all knew that he was on this smear campaign to make her look bad. And I feel like the reason why to double back, reason why he defends Ariane and to take up for her, because I feel like he's the driving force behind Ariane doing half of the crap she do. Now, don't get me wrong, Ariane do something out of her own, just being vile and mean, but I also feel like it probably started off with Martell being behind her saying, hey, say this. Hey, go out here, because I can't say it. I'm gonna throw the rock and hide my hand.
Right.
Because I'm on TV. I got to keep up this image like I'm the man that's trying to make it work with my 4 children. But you go ahead and put that out there. You go on here and say this, and you blah 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 blah. So I think that's why he cannot say half the things or do half of the things, because he's the driving force behind it. And she actually told on herself and him when she talked to Original Straight No Chaser.
Well, you know what? You might as well call him Geppetto, because he got his hand up her ass every 5 minutes, and that is in every single way. No, this man is constantly telling her a bag of bullshit and lies, and she believes it. He doesn't want her on the show.
Correct.
He really don't want to be with her. He's trying to find every which way to get rid of her ass. He's her go down for this revenge peace stuff, if you ask me. And he wants her behind bars, and she's where she can throw the rocks and can't hide her hands from behind them jail bars. That's what he wants her to do. And she just too dumb to see it. And she's talking about, yeah, because Mel, she just want him. And that girl, if she wanted him, she could have him, baby. Do you understand that? Why would she be sitting over there not with him? If and the way that he talks about how much he want to be with her and never claims you on the very platform that you want to be on so bad, that should let you know that he don't want your ass. Dumb. Just dumb.
Yeah. Well, that was that, and we'll end it out with Miss Betty and Mel going back and forth. I'll say this, Miss Betty, friend, hey honey boo, you thought you ate, but you didn't, friend. You said nothing of relevance. You said nothing that was jaw dropping. You said nothing that was, you spilled some tea, gave us something we did not know. You're wanting to fight a battle that has absolutely nothing to do with you.
Zip zilch nada.
It has nothing to do with you. You're involving yourself in something that was between Melody and Stormy. That was it. And you're making it so much worse than what it really is.
Miss Betty.
And that's all my thoughts on it. That's it. I ain't got much to give to Betty because she's not even worth it. What are your thoughts, friend?
My thoughts are Betty is a bored bitch. That's what she is.
She definitely got too much time on her hands.
Your daughter retired you. You have nothing to do but to float around. The nerve of you to think that I am out here peddling through Facebook groups and I'm Melody fucking Cherie. I'm on national TV. I'm doing runways. I have a business. I'm doing speaking engagements. I'm doing all. Actually, I got your daughter on this show, might I add. The nerve of you to think that I have time to be taking my 2 thumbs like this and be typing all fucking day on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest and any other thing, that platform that you can think of. You got me fucked up. The fuck? No. I'm not reading no Twitter, aka Twitter now X, comments about your ragged ass daughter. Okay, girl, go take some of that oil that Stormy has from Canvas and put it on your 35 degrees of separation scalp with your angel hair pasta locks in your head. Girl, stop.
And I feel like because Betty blew this up bigger than what it is, and I think Betty was in Stormy ear way too much, I almost feel like this is something that Melody and Stormy could have possibly got over. And here's why. Because both of them were talking to each other in a very respectable manner on the stage.
Right.
Even Melody was like, all right, bet, I see where you're coming from. I can see how it looks. But let me tell you, that wasn't the case. And even even Stormy was able to receive that. Betty being in this made it worse. I think she blew it up. She was in her ear doing all this talking, and now here we are to the point of no return.
Betty don't even know why she don't like Melody. She makes up a new reason every damn week. It was first because she didn't like how Mel butted in when she came over the house one time when Stormy was correct. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, Mel has said, because Betty came in and was like, Stormy, don't do that to Chess. He's just a baby or whatever. And Mel was like, yeah, you should enjoy these moments. Listen to your mama or whatever. Mm-hmm. So you had that Melody for agreeing with you. Yep. And like her energy. Then it's, oh, you didn't talk about those Twitter comments and you didn't read the comments. And then Stormy over here talking about something. I know you did see it. I know you did see it.
But I think that's Betty. I don't know if that's, and here's why. And y'all heard me say this before. I honestly don't feel like Stormy cared that much. I don't. I do feel like that's Betty talking. I don't think that's Stormy talking. That's Betty talking. Saying, you know, she saw that. You know, we'll see what she do. That's Betty.
Stormy need to have her mother come in that warehouse and help her pack up some boxes. That's what she need to do, because what she's doing right now doesn't serve you. Mm-hmm. You talking about Stormy. What her mother doesn't realize is Stormy went through a Great Depression over that. Mm-hmm. Stormy is her business is her pride and joy. That's that's like her other kid. Yep. When she wanted all these, Stormy, and I said this in my review, Stormy is a Leo. Leos love attention and accolades, child. Mm-hmm. It wasn't enough for her that she's a millionaire from selling all her products and doing well over the last couple of years. She needed to be seen. She won't be out here. So you thought coming on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you was going to get the spotlight, you're going to sell more products. It was going to be hunky-dory. And it wasn't, because you chose the wrong team. You went over here with the Brokies. You should have stayed on the winning side with Mel, because if you watch the show long enough, you know that Mel has the bigger fan base. That's just reality. That's not me, Mel. That's just me being smart. So knowing that she has the larger fan base, you attacked the wrong bitch. So you came on here going against her. So now everybody going to dig up everything on you on the Better Business Bureau and everybody else and make you look bad. And now you over here crying and depressed. And your mother is going to be a mama bear, as she should, coming to protect you. But the reality is, we got you, Betty, because you've been talking shit about Mel since 2019, bitch. You are a liar. That's what you are. And your daughter's a liar. You became friends with Mel. You didn't want to DM her, but you DM'd her to become an ambassador for your products. You did that. So you can't DM her when you don't have her phone number, but you DM'd her to become her friend. Fake like you want to be her friend, to have have her be an ambassador for you so you can get close to her and get on this TV show. Because when you pitched the show to Carlos King, he didn't want you. And he even said that. He alluded to it again on his podcast, where he was like, he didn't really see it for her until Mel had to circle back and tell him, you need to look again. I really like her. So that's the only why you got on this show. And then this is the same person that you're going to drag me, stab me in the back, have your mama talking shit to me. You got me fucked up. And hell no, I'm not giving you my phone number, bitch. And I'm not reading no Twitter comments about you. Defend your damn self.
Okay. Yeah, I want to read this one. I should say, if you can't vent to your mama, then who can you vent to? It's the mamas that are wrong. And I actually agree with that, especially when it comes down to Kiki, Letitia, and Stormy. But this is where it come in at. The mothers want to be just as relevant as their daughters. And that's where the problem come in at. They want to be the star. They want to be on the show. They want all the scenes. They want all the mess. So they're getting themselves in a situation where they do not belong. Whether we like Miss Merlene or not, baby, Miss Merlene don't mind being out the camera. She don't want it. Miss Bad ain't looking for it. So these three mothers are wanting to be in the mess so bad that you're making it hard for your girls to coexist on a show. They of course six, like so many people want to say over and over again, but you're making it hard for them to coexist on the show because you're want to create something and make it worse than what it really is. Leave it alone. These folks good and grown, baby. They knocking on 40, and some of them are already at 40. Let them be.
The reality is, Carlos King constantly talks about the mothers are a very huge part of the show because he did so well with that dynamic with Candy and Mama Joyce. You can't recreate that.
Yeah.
Genuine interaction. Mama Joyce genuinely was crazy. Okay? These women on the show that you're bringing on their mamas are genuinely ghetto. Crazy and protective versus ghetto. One ain't entertaining, and I'm gonna tell you, Mama Joyce wasn't entertaining to me anyway because all that shit that she was doing, I didn't like it.
Mama Joyce was a hot mess.
Yeah, you got Tisha's mama over here being ghetto with her press and curl with the argon spray starch in her hair. If I was Tisha, I would be telling my mother, listen, you got to pipe down because I'm not about to have you embarrassing the fuck out of me on TV. And more importantly, you're not about to embarrass yourself on national TV. I don't know about them, but I'm not about to let my mother look crazy on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely not. So for them to sit there and allow their mothers to look like that says something about them. You want to be famous that bad? You don't see Miss Van acting a damn plum fool on TV. Even Miss Marlene, she was defending her son, but there's a level of buffoonery that she's going to participate in, and she ain't.
She still didn't even take it there. She still didn't even do what Betty did to Mel was you hollering on the stage. Why are you hollering, girl? What are we doing? How you cannot, it almost makes me second guess the fact that you were somebody's school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The way you're hollering on this stage, you can almost feel like you was probably so mean to them children. I almost feel like that if it was a certain child that did something, you was probably jealous of the child. I get those vibes from her because look at how you're acting. What are you doing? Girl, go knit a quilt or something. Like, what? Why are we playing these games?
The best thing she ever did was put that wig on her head because it made her look less harsh. The reality is she's mad at Mel because Mel got a show greenlit and she's looking at Mel like, my daughter is rich. She's successful. She started her business from the ground up. How dare Carlos not put her on TV on her own or give her a show? What makes you so special that you get a show over my daughter? I get it. That's her daughter. She's defending her kid. But you look dumb. But you're not over here talking shit to Tisha for saying your daughter popping pills. You're not over here talking shit to Tisha and Marceau for saying that your daughter owed them $100 and she don't pay her bills. You're not over here talking shit to Tisha and Marceau after they said that she getting sued left and right. And you're not over here talking shit to Tisha and Marceau when they said that the TikTok people is after your daughter for the coins.
Had nothing to say.
So you arguing with it is manufactured, trumped up bullshit that you done created to argue
For
with
something that happened a couple of years ago. Nothing that happened of that year. You talking about something that happened a couple of years ago. Like, Betty, please have self-receipt. It wasn't needed. You're pushing this narrative for something that happened years ago. And child, that's that on that.
Yeah, bye.
So they okay.
Bye.
I'm really gonna save my real. I gave my real commentary, but I think I'm going to let it all the way out on part 3 of what I really think of this show.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna really I'm gonna be nice, I think, but I'm going to really probably give my full opinion about this doggone show. So
you know what? I think I'm going to do a panel for part 3. I'm going to have a panel for part 3 because we got to dive into this joker here, this thing here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I yeah, I agree. We'll see, y'all. Well, that was that.
Yeah.
I uh, I hope y'all got it off y'all chest. Kay Hines said, I am starting to get drained with that show. And Kay, that will be the first thing I will be leading out with. To give
Yep.
y'all an inkling of what I will be talking about. That will be the first thing I will be leading out with. So we do appreciate you guys. Y'all know we do this every Tuesday, so we'll be doing it again next week. Next week we'll be on our friends show.
Yep.
Our girl will be hosting it next week, and we'll be back with the mess. All right. I keep that to myself. So we're gonna talk behind the scenes behind it before
Okay.
I put that out loud.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all, if y'all haven't hit that like button already, y'all go ahead and do that. If you're not subscribed to either of our channels, what you waiting on? Go ahead and do that. And do us a favor. Hit that share button. Please and thank you. Put
Please.
us up in the algorithm. Let the people come on over here. And this all. Bring any more announcements?
I think I've said enough.
All right, you guys, we did have a great conversation. Thank you guys for saying that we had a good show. It's only gonna get gooder and gooder, okay? All right, you guys, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. We'll see you guys, and we'll talk to you guys in the next video.